Hey guys, this is Corey from NerdSync.com, and today I have the most awesome Scott Shaw from Nocturnal Labs sitting in the pseudo office. So Scott, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good? I'm doing fantastic. It's been, what a morning it has been.
Awesome. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, dude, thanks for being on. Like, seriously. Thanks for coming out. Like, that just means so much.
Anytime.
To us. So, okay, you're with Nocturnal Labs. Who's on your team?
We are a team, a small team, 3 people. It is myself, my brother Michael, and our cousin Shane.
Alright, wicked. So Mike does
He does all of the art.
Art.
Yeah.
So all the little flies that I see popping across the screen, that's all your brother.
Yeah, that's all him.
And all the backgrounds.
Yep.
And you and Shane make the code to make the flies go from one point to the other. Super solid. Super solid. How did you guys even start? Like, where did you guys get this idea from?
We basically just wanted to make a game that was easy to access. We wanted a low barrier of entry so we could get in front of as many people as we can. We wanted something that is quick to pick up and easy to get the hang of, but still presents enough of a challenge to keep people around.
Okay, so now that we know how you guys started, give the people the lowdown about Swatafly.
Okay, so Swatafly is it's a game on Android, and it's going to be on iOS, and it's a math game basically. So you have these zombie flies that are floating across the screen, and there is a small math problem above their head, and there are 2 answers presented on the screen, and you have to pick the right answer to keep playing. It's an endless game. Pick the wrong answer and you lose. There's also like a little bonus round where you can kind of stack up your score faster.
Okay.
Basically the point is to try to get the highest score you can. And there's a leaderboard built in too, so you can see like how your Facebook friends are doing.
Okay.
Basically just trying to outdo each other.
I played, guys. I played for a bit, and I did not realize that my math skills were so slow. It was awful. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm playing the game. I'm like, man, I got this. 6 plus 4, that's 10. 63 divided by 63, that's 1. Something, a million, nope, don't got that one. Death. I'm like, no, so quickly. I went down so quickly. But it is, like, a super fun game. Like, super fun. I can definitely attest to the fact that I do want to pick another Android phone up right now. And I'm kind of fiending to, like, try and get past 7. Because it's like, man, like, the high score on the phone was, I think, like, 72.
Yeah, I think I just put that on there. I just set that right before I let you play it too.
It was like, let me give you something to shoot for.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know you're probably not going to get it the first time. But, yeah. I mean, like, the game has that draw to it. It has that, man, it's something that I could definitely play, while I'm chilling out at work. Like, man, I just want to, like, get a few problems in, and then just call it, but a few problems turns into, like, 100 problems, and then those 100 problems equals, like, high score, apparently.
Yeah, it's cool, too, because you're also, you're having fun while you do it, but you're kind of improving yourself at the same time without really realizing it. So you're having fun, but you're getting better at math to some degree.
Yeah, and
it's like simple algebra, so it's not like you're doing calculus or anything. But it's a brain exercise too.
Yeah, like, who needs calculus though? When are you ever gonna actually feasibly use calculus?
Not a whole lot, but some of it I had to use to code a little bit. So
what?
Yeah. For some of the stuff that's getting drawn on the screen, so
crazy.
It wasn't too in depth, but it was more like pre-calc stuff. But
yeah. Right. See, I never would have expected that.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah. Right.
But I feel that like with that game, the longer I play, the more I kind of want to go back and like review math problems and like get better at math to try and prepare for flies coming into my house that have math problems over
You never know.
I'll be like, seriously, you never know. It's crazy. What is the world coming to? Zombie flies are gonna like hold you hostage and force you to do math. That's like literally my worst nightmare. And it just came to life. My worst nightmare, guys. Get your math skills up. So, okay, do you guys have anything lined up for after Swatify, or is this just focus on Swatify for now?
The main focus has been on trying to clean everything up for Swatify and just making sure it's good enough to put out there in the wild for everyone to play.
Yeah, I mean, what's the next step for Swatify then? I mean, like, what are we gonna like see? Is it gonna be more stuff?
We haven't decided yet. I mean, we don't. There's not really a whole lot to add to it because it's going to be free too. So, so we want to get as many people on board with it as possible. We could add some things like some different skins or like different flies and stuff that might come down the road. But we didn't want to put like a ton of like in-app purchases and stuff in there to try to like trick people into spending the money on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we might see some stuff down the road, but we'll probably be looking at creating another game.
Yeah. Is it gonna
we don't know what yet. We're kind of bouncing around some ideas. Yeah,
so I was just about to ask the hot question: is it gonna have pandas in it this time?
Maybe a panda Easter egg for you or something. We might throw something in there.
Oh man, that'd be awesome! I want to be like a pixel art panda. I need somebody to make that happen. Just put like token straight across the pandas. That would be so good. So, is there a release date for Swatify as far as like when it's coming out to market for like people to pick it up?
As soon as we can. It's basically done.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of going through some hoops right now with publishing. So as soon as we get that squared away, we're putting it out there.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and we're looking, as soon as we can. So hopefully sometime within like the next week or two.
Yeah, I mean, like you guys just let us know because we'll plug the mess out of it as soon as I figure out how to like record cell phone game footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's going down. I think I'm just gonna go crazy as far as like having games on my phone recorded. And then put on the YouTube channel and or put up on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
But I have to get really good at these games first because I don't want to fail and then let the whole world see me failing repeatedly. It just doesn't work out well for me.
Well, I set the bar for you, so.
You did. I mean, like now I have to write this down. Get 72. Get 72. Beat Scott. Because Scott's the monster at his own game. He should be.
I would hope I can at least put a decent number up if I know the
I know.
for
I'm
it.
like, how long were you playing before you got to 72? And then, like, because you seem to only be playing for a second. It was like, you're like, do. Here, Corey, you should play this game. And I'm like, alright, for sure. Dope. I like it. It's so good. And then I was like, 72? He had to have done this last night. There's no way he did this today. But no, I like it. I mean, like, everything it's because it's simple. Simple is good. Because not only do you reach to the adult demographic, but you also can hit the kids, too. I mean, like, it's a learning game for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, like, throw in varying levels of difficulty as far as problems, and then, I mean, like, you have something that can eventually be used in classrooms long story short, I mean, I feel like we should start making that move to having educational video games in the classrooms again. Math Blaster saved my life. It taught me how to do math because my teacher didn't. So it's like, it's just things like that. I mean, like, and Swatify is definitely one of those games that I want to see grow. So, are you guys on Facebook?
We are.
You are.
I don't. know the actual page URL off the top of my head, but if you search Nocturnal Labs.
Nocturnal Labs?
Yeah,
I will
then we should show
definitely put that on the Facebook page. I'll put it on ours.
Alright, cool.
Put it on ours tonight.
Yeah.
That's definitely happening. Are you guys on Twitter too?
Yes, it is at Nocturnal_Labs.
Got it. Follow, like, cool, share, be good.
And download and install our game and play it.
Yeah, I mean, like, as soon as... Would they be able to find it now, or no?
No, not yet. Yeah, if it's not live on the store yet. But
as soon as this game goes live, and, like, now I'm looking directly into the camera because I wasn't before. As soon as this game goes live, we're putting this up on our Facebook page, the NerdSync Facebook. You will see it on the NerdSync Twitter. You'll probably see pictures of me playing the game on the NerdSync Instagram. Because apparently Corey's the one that gets the photos taken because he's always doing something crazy.
Someone's got to be the face.
Hey, somebody's got to be the face, man.
You got it.
Yeah, make a whole bunch of questionable decisions. But it's okay. It's okay. I'll be a questionable face. People think I'm hilarious. Like Nick Cannon. Sort of. But I mean, like, it's totally legit. So, alright. So, Nocturnal Labs is coming out with Swatafly. Super excited for it. But what does a dev for Nocturnal Labs like to play? What kind of game speaks to Scott?
Oh man, that's a good question because the three of us all like playing very different games too.
Yeah?
Yeah. Personally, myself, I've been drawn to RPGs.
Okay.
A lot of JRPGs. Anything Naughty Dog puts out, I'll play.
Can't go wrong with Naughty Dog.
Their games are amazing.
Yeah.
I do play some shooters.
Okay.
I've kind of gotten away from that lately, but yeah, a lot of indie stuff too, obviously, because you have to support the indie devs.
Indie devs are awesome.
Yeah, they got some really good stuff, man. That's where you see a lot of different ideas apart from like the mainstream games.
Yeah, I mean Tribute Studios is great because I think they have some of the same devs that worked on Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and they did was it Mercenary Kings? No, it's something to that effect. But I mean, it's like they have this awesome 16-bit sort of side-scroller Metal Slug Scott Pilgrim type game, and I'm like, dude, I totally love every second of this. Because it's just good. I mean, like, indie devs can take risks that mainstream developers can't.
Yeah, that's part of one big perk of being an indie developer is that you can basically make whatever you want.
And not have to live up to a hype.
Yeah, and you get to make the game that you want to make versus when you have big publishers or, large companies, it kind of has to get funneled through, like board meetings and stuff. And then it can change direction. So, I mean, that's one great thing about being an indie developer is make what you want.
I mean, if you could work for any game company, and I know this is like crazy, but I feel like I have to ask every dev, like indie dev this. If you could get picked up by any game company, like tomorrow, to code, which one would be the one to hold that number, that sweet spot?
Nocturnal Labs.
Yes, see, that's the perfect answer. That is the perfect answer. Shameless plug, and it's solid.
If it was a larger company,
yeah,
I'd have to go back to Naughty Dog.
Yeah,
because everything they make is just gold.
Just Drake's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have such great games. They're good story, and the gameplay is phenomenal. And the gameplay is what is king in games. So.
Yeah, I mean, it can look as great as you want it to look, but if the gameplay's choppy, it's not going to do you any good.
Yeah, the prettiest graphics aren't going to save awful mechanics or bad gameplay. So.
No, it definitely will not. I mean, poor coders, man. They need more people like you. They need more people with focus that understand, so we don't end up with bad games. No, but I'm trying to think of what else. I feel like we shouldn't have spent all that time talking before. doing the interview. I mean, like, you know, this is solid. I've never really, and this is like my little personal kind of like behind the veil. I've never had anybody do an interview in like the NerdSync home base. Like, this is the first time.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad we could be the first ones here.
Yeah, right? We need to get your brother and your cousin over here.
Yeah, for sure.
To like hang out, just to play video games, man. Yeah. Because I mean, like, that's what it's all about. And being able to actually like reach out and speak to an indie dev in Michigan is super important as well.
Yeah.
And pass on to your brother if he wants to do a T-shirt for NerdSync.
Yeah,
we'll
do.
Definitely on the table because like we'll do a run for them and then like we'll toss you guys some free shirts. Okay. So just like rock out.
Yeah, and to kind of hit on that note of indie devs in Michigan.
Yeah.
Just to anybody that wants to create or develop a game but doesn't really know like where to go or how to start or do I go to school to do this or whatever, just give it a shot. Developing games is hard, but if you have that passion for it and you want to do it, just try it. There's a lot of free tools out there that you can use, and that's the best way to really get your hands dirty and get started. So and then you'll know. If that's something you really want to do. So.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much how you got to do it.
Yeah, that's kind of the start that we took. If you want to make games, just start making games. That's the only way to really do it.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and that's kind of how we started at NerdSync. It was like, this is what we want to do. But I mean, like, in the beginning, it was, hey, let's focus on all the big games, and then kind of hit me. I was like, I want us to be as big as California as far as like game development.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want us to elevate Michigan to the point where it's like, dude, we have like awesome video game development companies here. People don't have to move out of Michigan to be famous.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much the motto for NerdSync. You don't have to leave what you know, the people you love,
right,
and where you grew up, and sacrifice that for, I want to be a starving artist in California.
Right.
Like, why would you want to do that?
And you will starve too.
You will starve. It's hard. The struggle is real, guys. Hashtag the struggle is real. Some people are living it right now. The struggle is real. So I mean, like, I'm here, and NerdSync's here to make sure that the indie devs of Michigan are taken care of.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's my main goal. Even if I have to like make a giant indie dev coalition of just like collating. I don't know. I don't know what the word I'm looking for right there is.
Yeah, I mean, you're creating a network too.
Yeah. So. I mean, like, and that's the name of the YouTube channel, NerdSync Network. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, like, and it's just, and that's what it's about. We won't be able to get anywhere unless we communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line, the few indie companies that are out there in Michigan right now pretty much need to like kind of like partner up. I mean, like, we need like the buddy system going on here. Because like a lot of them have drifted away from doing just the games, and then it becomes like software, and then you start out doing games and then you end up far, far, far away from where you originally started, and it's just ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Yeah, it's hard to maintain that focused vision and see it through from start to finish. That's another challenging, because you can kind of waffle and things. The scope of your game or whatever kind of gets out of control, and it's tough to keep everything reined in and stay focused on one vision.
Yeah. Especially if it seems a bit easier to go in a different direction.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, absolutely.
And it's always, let me put a pin in this, we'll come back to it later.
Yeah. Thank you.
First interview in a long time, and I needed this. Well,
thanks, man. We appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, dude, totally. Come on. I just want to, like, in every interview with high fives and, like, throwing cards, just, like, throw a card at the camera like Gambit. But no, guys, you can find Nocturnal Games, Nocturnal Labs, Nocturnal Labs. You can find Nocturnal Labs on Facebook, and Nocturnal_Labs on Twitter. And definitely keep your eyes out for Swatify. And when it, like, seriously, when that game comes out, I want you guys to share it. Like, this game holds all the secrets to life, like the holy grail. You can find NerdSync, as always, NERDSYNQ on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter, NerdSync Network on YouTube, and you can find me at Corey Clyett on Twitter. Do you have a personal Twitter?
I do, and it's got too many underscores. It's Scott Shaw 3D. There's an underscore between Scott and Shaw and 3D. So Scott_Shaw_3D.
Dope. Scott_Shaw_3D.
Yeah, sorry.
On Twitter. That's okay. I'll definitely share that out too. It'll be awesome. But, guys, until next time, just be totally nerdy and have fun. This is Corey and Scott Shaw as my special guest today. Signing out.